Nancy Lambertson, Muller Engineering Company, Senior Project Manager and Roadway Group Lead. Well, I would say that now I've more heard cats than anything else, but so as a project manager you work with the design team, and also your client, in this case it would be Catherine with Broomfield, and then you're responsible for making sure that that project through design makes it from initiation all the way to completion, so that we develop a set of plans that people like HEI can construct. So it means I'm responsible for everyone who's on the team. So when we talk about construction and transportation, you're talking about roadway design, utility design, drainage and stormwater design, structures. There's so many different areas within the field of transportation, so it is my responsibility of making sure that everyone is working together collaboratively to get us to our goal. And then also, as the roadway group lead in our company, we have several different groups. We have stormwater groups, utilities, program management, structures, traffic, and roadway, and so it's my responsibility too to make sure that that group is operating as a whole, even though it's separated into different teams. As some others would say, there's a lot of different fields of engineering. I'll be honest, I kind of fell into roadway. I was originally going to do environmental. I'm actually glad with where I ended up, but I would just say is continue to look at math and science as you're going through middle school and high school. Reach out to programs like this where maybe you can job shadow or do some internships and get a little bit more information, because the more you know, the better you're going to be prepared for when you need to go to college. Engineering is one of those fields where you do need a 4-year degree. However, there are also options, like you could go into CAD and drafting, and they are very important in our company, and that usually only requires an associate's degree or some additional training. So there are ways to get involved where you don't necessarily have to be just an engineer. But just really ask questions and do research. That's because a lot of times too, you go into engineering and then you're not sure exactly what you want to do, or even if you're going to like it. And so it's best to do a little bit of research ahead of time and have a little idea what you want to do. But the beauty of engineering too is you also have some flexibility once you get into college. And so you can go a certain route, like I did what's called civil engineering, and that means all of the infrastructure. But I could take my civil engineering degree and I could actually go into another field of engineering. You don't actually necessarily have to stay in the field for which you get your degree. It's just more about teaching you a thought process or how the field works. The advice that I would give to young women is to listen to yourself. I think all too often, although there has been a lot of strides made in society in the last 25 years, all too often women, and actually girls, are marginalized into how they feel about themselves and what they feel that they can and cannot do. And so it is important to ask advice of others and to talk to your parents, but also listen to yourself. Listen to what your gut is saying, and saying, I want to do this, I am capable of doing this, and I can succeed. What do I wish I had known when I was younger? I wish I had known how, and this is going to sound strange, but how fulfilling this job can be because of how much it changes as you move up in your career, but also as technology has come about, especially in the last 5 to 10 years, and what's happening. It's always changing, you're always learning. And so that is just fulfilling in and of itself. You don't become stagnant, you're not just in one place. There's also always something new to learn and do.